Have you ever wondered what it is like to be human? You may feel this is a strange question. We may all know what it is like, but if I ask you the question, you may not know what to say. If we did know what it was like to be human, we would quarrel less with each other, not be withered from a myriad of misunderstandings, not become dumfounded when one acts in a completely different manner from what was expected. If only we could tap into why. If only we could understand ourselves so we could be wise in our own ways. Fortunately, there are answers to some of these questions, and it is courtesy of the School of Life from modern-day philosopher Alain de Botton, as he shares much insight as to how we have through history conceived our personalities by the influence of culture, and in particular from music and the arts. There are further videos as part of my collection of Alain de Botton writings. It provides an insight into thought that is not only enlightening, but appreciates the intricacies of our simple gestures and complex characterizations. Click the links in the description. When we consider our nature, it can explain what makes us laugh, what kindles our emotions, understanding what we believe and stand for in our lives. And we can decipher this when we delve through the history of thought, from the classical and romantic influences since the early 18th century, where these two ideologies form such distinct personality traits that are still forefront in today's world. It is a romantic mode of thought that we are well aware of what lies outside rationality, what relates to love and the spiritual elements of our lives, where the classicalists hold on to reason as its sole order of security, and while we may know the power of our emotions, we tend to consider them as irrational. Romantics listen to their voice within and will react to it spontaneously. The classicalist will consider this voice in its context of actuality and inference. The romantic will consider its authenticity as the basis of its morality, where the classicalist will opt for politeness, as kindness at times is a matter of constraint, when to consider humility over humiliation. The romantic considers how things should ideally be, and will fight injustice to its core, and will rebel against meaningless formalities. Where the classicalist is a realist, it mitigates both sides of the argument, and will rationalise our mixed fortunes to be grateful for what we have. So I ask you, which one of these modes of thought suits your personality? The raw rupture of the romantic, or the clinical classicalist? The truth is, there is not one better than the other. And like all things in life, there needs to be balance, where at times we can be aided with the wisdom of either ideology, depending on the circumstance at hand. As in closing, we have spoken of the rupturous romantic and the stoical classicalist, where it is through our understanding of both that we can discover the diversity of others and ourselves, to realise what it is like to be human. Key figures from your imaginary tribe are with you. Their perspective, their habits, their ways of looking at things are in your mind, just as if they were really by your side, whispering in your ear. And so we can confront the difficult stretches of existence by the accumulated wisdom of the kindest, most intelligent voices of all ages. Over the course of the ages to the modern day, there are so many instances of how we can shape our minds to prosper ourselves through life, to ease us of our ailments. The truth is, There is no such thing as a perfect mind, where it is a feat for us not to be bewildered by ourselves. When we think about what it means to be human, it is about how we obsess with what we don't have, as regret is inevitable. For what it means to be human is no matter the spectacle of our prowess, we are just as infallible as each other, where a moment of weakness can happen at any moment of time. Therefore, whether we identify ourselves as being romantic or classical, or perhaps a mould of both, it is the wise who appreciates our commonalities and acknowledges our disparities. One who promotes cooperation as opposed to callousness. As once we understand the construct of our inner selves, the world would then realise what we are truly made of.